Hi guys, I'm Megan Brightwood and this is a knitting podcast. So if you guys are interested in all things knitting, fiber arts related, then this is probably a good podcast for you. But before I get into all of that, I did want to just kind of quick update you on my life and what's been going on. So yeah, this month was my birthday. My birthday is on it was on Labor Day this year, so September 4th. I turned 29, which is crazy. I'm a little bit nervous for next year's, but we're not quite there yet, so I'm gonna just count my blessings. And I mean, 30's not that bad, right? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so let's see, what did we do for my birthday? My brother actually came up from the cities to surprise me. Ooh, ouch. I just hit my desk. And so that was really fun. We went out to eat and we spent some time with my grandparents, and yeah, it was a really good time. And my birthday present this year, we don't really exchange very many presents, but Joe did get me a new gym bag, which I don't have with me because I left it at my parents' this morning, but it's amazing. It's got a little compartment for my shoes and it's awesome. So yeah, speaking of my gym bag, for those of you that don't know, I am training for a marathon that I'm going to be running in January down in Florida, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm going to be doing the 25th anniversary Disney Marathon, and I have been dreaming of doing the Disney Marathon since I was little. My dad ran, I think he ran the first one, if not it was the second. So we've been going down there a lot for the marathon, so I'm so excited to be doing it myself. And then the other thing that's been going on is that this is the last month that the museum I work at is open for the season. So I am a museum director during the summer, so May through September, and I love it there, but things are kind of winding down, so that means that I have been incredibly busy. In fact, today we had our last fundraiser of the year, which is a soup and salad luncheon. And so for that, I make a salad and then I make a dessert. So this year, I was going to make a panna cotta for dessert because I love panna cotta, and it's always worked for me in the past. But for some reason, this year, my panna cotta did not set. So this morning, I woke up at 6 o'clock to check on it one last time, and it wasn't set at all. I did use a different recipe that's a little bit more intense, so that might be part of it. But yeah, so my panna cotta didn't set. Didn't really know what I was gonna do, and was looking through the rest of our kitchen, and I found out that we had some like frozen cookie dough, like snickerdoodle cookie dough. And so I got that out and baked a bunch of cookies this morning. The salad, luckily, I had done the night before, so we were good on that. I actually do have a recipe for the salad I used on my blog, which I can link that below if you're interested. It's a balsamic vinegar salad, or spinach salad. It's really good. I really like it. But yeah, so that was going on today. And then I also had to get a 4-mile run in this morning. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy. And we're going to our first like parent get together sort of thing at the school. There's an ooey gooey night where the kids can like play with different textures and everything. So I'm trying to kind of film this relatively quickly so that I can go and get dinner with my husband and my daughter, and then we're gonna go to this function and hopefully meet other parents that have kids the same age. And yeah, I'm actually really excited about it. So yeah, looking forward to that. But as for right now, let's start talking about knitting stuff, because that is why you're here. So before I get into like works in progress and what I finished and everything like that, I want to talk about what I'm wearing because I'm really excited about this. So this is one of the first times that I've worn my cable collar pullover by Yoko Hara, and this is in the Fiber Company's Erin Moore in the colorway St. Clair. I love it. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see all of the cables, but what I really love about this particular sweater is the cuffs. They're cabled cuffs, and I think that they are amazing. I have not done anything like that before. And then the other thing I'm wearing is my completed boho blush by Andrea Mowry, and I'm gonna try and stand up here again. This is in oh, what is it in? Madeline Tosh's Twist Light in the colorway Tart. I love this color so much, and I'm gonna be using it until it's out for pretty much everything that I can think of. So with that, I'll just, you know, segue into my finished objects, because my boho blush is a finished object. I was working on this last podcast and I think it turned out so well. I love it. It's huge, which everyone says, but yeah, I didn't realize how huge, and my hair is going nuts. Anyway, so this is it. It's a really pretty crescent shawl sort of wrap, and then it's got this really pretty fringe at the bottom, which seems to be kind of a trend this year. I've been seeing a ton of fringe, and I actually have a project that I would like to knit that I'm going to show you a little bit later that has a ton of fringe on it as well. So yeah, there is that. And then the other thing that I really wanted to finish from last podcast, I did finally finish. And that is right here. Oh my gosh, it's tangled up in a bunch of different things. But it is Joe's Redford sweater. So this is by Julie Hoover, and it is in Brooklyn Tweed's Loft yarn in the colorway Old World, which I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but it's a really pretty dark blue with flecks of like red and light blue and white. It's such a gorgeous yarn. I love it so much. And then this sweater itself is really cool. It's got a lot of cool elements. So it's got this exposed seam here, which I don't know, you might not be able to see it. And then it's got kind of a mock V-neck here, and then it's got these side panels that have reverse stockinette on them. So yeah, really cool details. I'm gonna see if I can get him to try it on and take some pictures, which I will then put on my Instagram. But yeah, I love it so much. And I am working on a family capsule wardrobe, so trying to make clothing for my entire family. And so now all three of us have our own sweaters, which is so exciting. And I'm gonna start working on the next sweaters here pretty quick. So yeah, the last finished object that I did have 3 this time, are these little tiny mittens, and these are also in that Madeline Tosh Twist Light in the colorway Tart. They're little cabled mittens, and they do still fit her, which I was really nervous about because she is growing like a weed. But yeah, they fit her, and I don't have a pattern to point you to for these because I did design them myself, but I'm not sure if I want to release a pattern for them yet. So yeah, really like them. Let me know what you think of them, or if I should change something before I release them. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. So anyway, yeah, those are my finished objects. And then I have also been doing a bit of sewing. So I wrote, oh, what did I drop? Oh, a magazine. Hang on. Yeah, so I've been doing a bit of sewing, and you'll have to forgive me on these because they're a bit wrinkled. The first one that I have is a little peplum top, and this is designed by So Much Ado, the blog, which I can link that below if you'd like to see it. And this is for Evelyn. Like I said, these are a little wrinkled, but is this not so incredibly cute? I love this thing on her. It is so sweet. And then she does have a little mustard sweater that looks really cute over this. She's getting so big. She's like pulling up on furniture and basically trying to walk at this point, which is terrifying, but she really seems to enjoy it. So I guess I can't really stop her. But yeah, this looks really cute on her. I'll try and put some pictures on Instagram. I know I've been awful at doing that, but I'll see what I can do. And if you are wondering, my Instagram is linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. And then the other item that I finished is going to be a bit harder to see because this is definitely wrinkled. This is the plantain top by Deer and Doe. Yeah, I am so sorry that it is so wrinkled, but I had to try it on right away and wear it right away. But yeah, I really, really like this. I've heard a lot of good things about these patterns, and honestly, when I was looking at the pictures, I wasn't incredibly impressed, but the plantain top is a free pattern, and so I thought, you know, I don't really have a lot to lose other than fabric, and I want to try and work on my sewing anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and go for it. And I really, really like how it turned out. So I might do a little bit more with those patterns. I am kind of thinking of trying to modify it a little bit to do a couple of different items. For example, one of the things that I want to do is like almost an off-the-shoulder top with that same kind of fit and drape, but then have it, you know, off the shoulder. And then the other one that I want to do is a kind of cranberry sort of color, kind of similar to this, a peplum top for myself, or maybe not even peplum, maybe like what are those called? Those baby doll tops, I think. Not really sure, but I would really like to try and do something like that. And I really, really want to do the kind of burgundy sort of colored top for myself because of a work in progress that I have. I have to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I wonder if I should start with this one. Okay, so I'm doing the Andrea Mowry's What the Fade knit along, mystery knit along. So if you don't want to have any spoilers or anything, just, you know, flip ahead a little bit. But I am going to show you how far I am. And so I am just starting on clue number 3 that was released today. And this is all over the place. I'm so sorry. But yeah, let me turn it right side out here. And okay, there we go. So this is kind of what I've got, and this looks so cool on camera. I love it. I am using a very neutral sort of toned palette, and you actually can't really tell the difference. There are 3 different skeins of this lighter yarn, and then I've got 3 different darker skeins in there as well that you can probably see a little bit better, and then once I turn it over you'll see it even better. So clue number 1 was this first little bit here, and then clue number 2 was basically down to the bottom. You can kind of see this little strip right here, and this is clue number 3. But yeah, so it's mostly brioche knitting, which I haven't done this much brioche ever, so it was really intense, but I really like it. And here you can see the other side a bit better. So this colorway is actually Madeline Tosh Deer Slayer, the Deer Slayer kit, so it's for like sweaters and shawls and different things. So yeah, that is what it looks like, and I just think it's so cool, and it will look really, really pretty with like a red. So that's why I wanted to do that top. This is turning out so cool, and I've really been enjoying doing the knit along. I know my last podcast I had mentioned that I was kind of worried about it because I haven't really drawn out a project for that long, and then to just kind of keep up that momentum and learn all these different things was a little intimidating, but I've really, really been enjoying it. So yeah, there's that one. And then what else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, I do have a hat that I'm working on, and that is the beloved Erin hat by, who is this by? Solon Laura? I don't know, but it's in the same yarn as my sweater. So this is the Fiber Company's Erin Moore in St. Clair, and I think it's really pretty. It's not done. I ran out of yarn, but I think I'm gonna finish it. So yeah, it's a little slouchy, but really, really pretty. And I do have one more works in progress, but I forgot it downstairs, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so my last work in progress is from my September knit crate, and it's the Rocky Mountain Cowl by Christine Marie Chen. And this is in Lorna Lace's yarn, Haymarket yarn in the colorway Lookbook. And isn't this really, really pretty? I love how it knits up and then it's got like this diagonal stripe going through it, and then the actual stitches themselves are so cool. It has these really long slip stitches, and then it's got some purling on the inside, or reverse stockinette on the inside there, and it has a really, really cool texture. I really like it. And so yeah, I'm not very far on it, but I did have a few projects that I really, really wanted to get done. So now that they're done, then I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on that. And then I do have a few future projects that last podcast I wasn't gonna tell you guys about what I planned on doing, but this time I think I'm going to, oh, I'm sitting on yarn. So yeah, this time I think I'm going to just talk to you about some of the projects I want to work on. So first of all, I have a dilemma because I found two sweaters that I really like and I want to make them for myself, but I don't know which one to start with. So the first one is from the 35th anniversary Vogue Knitting magazine. So it looks like that. And this is a fringe pullover by Nora Gone. I think that's how you say it. I feel like I've heard that before, but yeah, it looks like this, and I'm so sorry for the glare, but is that not so incredibly pretty? I've seen this several places already, and yeah, I just think it's gorgeous. And see, there's that fringe detail again. It's so pretty. But at the same time, I found another sweater that I really like, and that's from it's in Brooklyn Tweed yarn, and I had just purchased some new Brooklyn Tweed yarn to finish off Joe's sweater. And so this is, oh my gosh, I can't talk, Grill, a textured tunic vest by Bonnie Senat, and that one looks like this. And that one's also very, very pretty. So I have a massive dilemma. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do this really cool structured sweater, or do I want to go for something with a ton of fringe on it? I don't know. I haven't decided, and I don't know what colors I would want to do or anything. I typically go for, like, you know, this oatmeal sort of color and this really pretty red, but I don't know what I want to do. So if you guys have an opinion one way or the other, definitely let me know in the comment section, because I have no idea what I want to do. None. Zero. So then, going on from there, I do have a couple of things for Evelyn that I want to do. And the first one is out of this really cool book called My Felt Doll by Shelley Down. And there are so many cute little dolls in this book. So like this one, there's a little schoolgirl and a girl getting ready for bed and a mermaid. But the one that I want to do for Evelyn is way in the back here. It's the Woodland Maiden doll here. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. Ever since before she was born, I've kind of had this little woodland theme going in her nursery. And so I think that that one would be really cute to do as not necessarily a toy, because they're not really meant to be, you know, toys. But I just think it'd be really cute to just kind of have hanging on a shelf or something. Having said that, I do have another project that I want to work on, and that's it's on Ravelry, so I don't have a picture right now, but it's the Backyard Bandits pattern by, who's it by? Barbara Prime, and she's got 3 different animals from that set, or it's all one pattern. So there's a badger, a fox, and a raccoon, I believe. And I think I've mentioned this before, but there's kind of this running joke in my family where everything, like, a badger is going to get you. That's basically the bottom line. The badger is going to get you. And so whenever you'd see like little foxholes or anything, like just little holes in the ground, it was always a badger. Didn't matter how big. It could be like that big, and it was a badger hole, and the badger was going to come and it was going to get you. And it's just always been this running joke. I don't know if it started with my dad or his dad or what, but it's just always been this running joke in my family. And then actually one summer, my brother was on a missions trip, and I don't actually even know where he was, but we got a call that he had a badger run over his leg. And because of this joke, nobody believed him at first. And it's like, no, really, I just had a badger run over my leg. So it was, I don't know, it was really weird. But badgers have always had kind of a place in my family, and for some reason, apparently they're becoming more popular, but that's kind of why we've been going towards badgers forever. Oh my goodness, I am dropping things all over the place. So anyway, long story short, I want to make the little badger toy for Evelyn, and I do have the yarn for it now. I'm going to make it out of the Patton's Classic Wool Worsted because I have some gray left over from when I did my French press felted slippers, which are amazing. I love those things so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna make it out of that, and then I have some safety eyes that I'm gonna stick on there, and that one should be coming up pretty quick here, depending on how much time I have to knit. Like I said, with the museum and the marathon training and Evelyn and, you know, everything, I haven't really had as much time as I would like, but you know, it is what it is, and I have been having a blast regardless. So yeah, I think that that's it for like whips and sewing and knitting and all of that. I did want to mention a podcast that I've been watching, and I feel a little bit like I'm betraying my craft a bit here, but I have been watching the Cozy Cottage Crochet podcast. I know, crochet, right? No, actually, I do enjoy crocheting. It's a lot faster than knitting, but I really like the texture of knitting better, so that's why I do that instead of crocheting. However, I do like seeing what people are crocheting, so that's why I watch her. And she's just really cute. She's from Florida, and she's just got this really cute voice, and I don't know, I really like her. Anyway, I think that that's pretty much it for right now. I'm probably, yep, I am late. My husband is going to start getting mad at me. I was supposed to meet him at 5:30, and it is 5:35, and I have not picked up Evelyn from my parents yet. So yeah, I might be in a little bit of trouble, but yeah, I'm gonna get going, go have some dinner with my family, and then we're gonna go to Ooey Gooey night and see what that's all about. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this podcast, and if you did, certainly give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time being here, then certainly feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to see more videos from me. I do try to do this podcast every 2 weeks. Sometimes I might be a little bit off, but so far I haven't been. It's just the filming part that's been a little bit crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!